I don't want to waste much time since it's such a short video. Damage boost is the most used tower power in the game and has quickly overshadowed every other. It's simply too good to not use when compared to the other boost. So all that today's video will be about is answering two questions. How good is it compared to the others, and what could we do to bring it more in line with the other powers? As you can see, there's quite the difference in damage per second when comparing damage boost to the others. I do have to make a disclaimer, this does not include the firing delay, which is a secondary cooldown to the attack speed. Personally, I think it barely makes a difference since all the tower boosts buff the firing delay by the same speed, except damage boost, which is just a little worse. But from the graph, I am absolutely willing to conclude that in every situation, damage boost does better than any of the other tower boosts. The one that comes closest, which is intense tower boost, is also a far shorter boost, which makes it even less desirable to use. If you want an actual percentage, we can take the damage per second for damage boost minus the damage per second of the intense tower boost and then divide that by the DPS of intense tower boost, and we get the percentage of extra DPS from damage boost, which ends up being 23.81%. For the heli pilot, this percentage ends up being even higher due to a coding oversight with the main minigun attack, which I might explain at a later moment. Right, so the easy solution would be to nerf it. Damage boost does not need an attack speed increase, or it needs to be a lessened effect at the very least. If all it did was double the damage, then it would be just slightly worse compared to intense tower boost, but it would last longer. Placing it more in line with the other powers will still make it, in my opinion, the strongest power in the game. Instead, I want to propose something. How about we buff the other powers instead? Increase the attack speed of empowered towers, or make it so type weaknesses, excluding camo, get removed when you use intense tower boost. It's not so much that the other tower boosts are really bad, it's just that damage boost is just so much better. Take Lofi-Type for instance. It's probably my favorite out of every single tower boost, since it's A, fun to use, and B, strategic. However, the obvious weakness with it is that it can only hit a single balloon before going on cooldown. Damage boost really has no strategy aside from hit button and defend. True, the same can be said for the other tower powers, but most of them come with an obvious downside, being the single balloon targeting of the balloon snipe, or long tower boost extra time to recharge. The Moab boost, for instance, do nothing against regular balloons, but then you come to damage boost, and it does everything that the other tower powers do, and then some. I don't think it's so much about damage boost being overpowered, since it's really not. It's about all the other tower boosts being underpowered or under par with it. But you're foolish if you use any other tower boost over it, since it's the best one. The worst part about it is that it could make players, such as me previously, and some of my newer friends, view the powers as paid to win. Damage boost is a tier 4 power after all, which means that it is an incredible grind to get to. What should you take away from this video? Just bring damage boost. It's such an incredibly safe play if you're planning on bringing any tower boost, and it has no downside to it. For me personally, I'd like to use this video as a bridge to talk about every other power category, since they are far more interesting in terms of choice. The only choice you have here is to bring damage boost. Sorry if this video wasn't as in-depth as the previous one. There just isn't a lot to talk about when choosing a tower boost or when to use it. Instead, I chose to focus more on the pacing of the video and the quality of the audio, so I do hope that was an improvement. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, where I'll be over analyzing something else in this kid's game.